everybody, my name is Marley. This is my second video with OCD recovery. My last video was just talking about my journey so far, where I was at when I first started recovering and where I'm at now. And today I'd like to go into the fear of not sleeping or insomnia. This is something that greatly affected me near the beginning of my journey. And I think it's a fear that will affect a lot of OCD sufferers just because chronic anxiety can get in the way of a lot of our healthy habits and our lifestyle factors. And anxiety can tend to be worse at nighttime or in the mornings. I feel like it's because there's less distractions going on in your life at those times. So OCD really has a chance to kind of creep in and your anxiety increases. So the first thing that you're going to have to realize is that the fear of not sleeping is actually a lot worse than not sleeping. And you're going to have to go with the mindset of if you sleep, you sleep, and if you don't sleep, you don't sleep. So today I'm also going to go over the common compulsions surrounding the fear of insomnia, how to apply universal life acceptance to the fear of insomnia, the irrational beliefs that you have that are fueling that fear cycle, and even some branching fears that come off of that base fear of insomnia. So let's dive into some compulsions. One of them would be researching sleep. This would be going on Google, WebMD, Instagram, any books that you're buying on insomnia, anything that you're doing to try to figure out how to sleep better. If you're researching if the amount that you're sleeping is healthy, or if you're researching ways that you can sleep better, that's all going to have to come down. Another would be tracking sleep. If you have any devices that track your sleep whatsoever, a timer, possibly an Apple Watch, even if you're mentally tracking to see how many hours did I get last night, was it enough sleep, you're going to have to let go of all of those tracking compulsions. Any new sleep hygiene habits that you've implemented to try to sleep better, you're going to have to get rid of those. Sleep hygiene is important and is a good thing, but too much sleep hygiene is going to be counterproductive for this fear. You're going to have to let go of all of those things that you're doing to try to control your sleep. Another big compulsion would be avoiding anything in your life if you're tired. You have to realize that just because you're tired doesn't mean that you can't do everything that you want to do. You can still work out if you're tired. You can still go to work every day if you're tired. You can still hang out with family and friends. You can even still stay up late at night if that's what your normal schedule is. So wearing that sensation of tiredness and bringing that discomfort with you to everything that you do in your life is going to be a big help in breaking down that fear. Anything that you're doing to try to force sleep, if you're laying in bed trying to figure out what's going to be the best position for me to sleep in tonight, or if you're trying to mentally force it in your brain. Another would be if you're getting out of bed too much when you can't sleep. So this would be like getting out of bed multiple times a night because you are uncomfortable with that sensation of not sleeping. Instead, you're going to want to stay in bed all night for as long as it takes. So this could be a year, it could be 2 years, and you're just going to have to wear that sensation of not sleeping and get comfortable with feeling that way and feeling any anxiety or panic sensations that you feel in bed without getting out of bed to try to mitigate that. Another would be talking about sleep too much with your family members. So you may be talking about how horrible insomnia is. You may be asking for reassurance that it's healthy the amount that you're sleeping. You may be talking about how tired you are all the time. You're going to need to stop doing all of that. And then the last one would be trying to nap too much. Napping is not inherently bad, but if every day you're trying to force a nap because you're panicked about the amount of hours you slept the night before, that's going to need to come down, and napping can be implemented in a balanced manner later on. So the way out of this fear is through universal life acceptance, and you can work towards that by breaking down the irrational beliefs that surround the cycle. You can use the book, How to Stubbornly Refuse to Make Yourself Miserable About Anything, Yes Anything, and that's going to teach you how to break down your irrational beliefs surrounding your fears. So some of the irrational beliefs surrounding the fear of not sleeping would be not sleeping is 100% horrible, feeling tired is 100% horrible, I must get perfect sleep every night. So any I can't stand it, any must, oughts, and shoulds surrounding your sleep, any rating things as 100% bad or horrible, all of those are irrational beliefs that are keeping you stuck in the cycle. And one of the biggest things for me throughout my whole journey, but specifically with sleeping, was realizing that I have an illusion of control. Sleeping is not something that we control. It's something that happens naturally to our bodies. It's not something that we can really work towards or improve. And as OCD sufferers, we have a lot of problems with the illusion of control, thinking that we can control things that we can't, or that we should control things that we can't, or that we should be able to control things that we can't. So you're going to have to realize that your sleep is not something that you can control. Your insomnia is not something that you can control. And then letting go of that control and realizing that the best sleep usually comes when someone isn't trying to force it. And the last thing that I'd like to go over is maybe some of the branching fears that might come out from that base fear of insomnia that you're also going to need to take a look at and break down. One of them could be not sleeping makes OCD worse. Any health fears surrounding your insomnia, whether you're scared of developing a certain disease from your insomnia or you're afraid of dying because of your insomnia. And another branching fear would be maybe making more mistakes in life because you're not sleeping as much. So you're going to have to go through and break those down and realize that you actually can accept the worst case scenario in those situations, that maybe your insomnia will have you make more mistakes in life, but you can still learn to accept yourself and accept your life even with that. Or you're going to have to realize that maybe developing diseases from insomnia or dying from insomnia isn't really as scary as it seems to be at the moment. And you're going to have to realize that maybe not sleeping and having bad sleep habits right now is making your OCD worse, but you can still wear all of that and you can still learn to accept that. So that's it for looking into the fear of insomnia today. I wish you guys all luck on your OCD journeys, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.